Oh, so I had a tough day because of my own thoughts between my ears and battled with them all morning. My lower self was in resentment, self pity, and fear. And this video is not for my husband or my family. Just say that right now. I don't know if they watch it or they don't. I sure find out if they get mad. So it's not targeted at any specific person. I want to say that if someone asks you or if you ask someone if something's wrong and they say nothing, well, that means there's a big something. So that happened to me today where there was a lot of negative thoughts flying through my head that I was allowing in my head. I was attempting to do my meditation and there was tons of noise in the house. I have a dynamite husband that does not know what that means to be quiet or keep the dog from barking. He's just having fun, not meaning anything by it. But it was a really difficult morning. I had a difficult time finding peace in that from the inside. And when I'm really spiritually fit, we can find it on the inside, no matter what's going on the outside. No matter what somebody throws at you, no matter what noise is going on around you, no matter if it's hate hurled at you, the worst kind, if you're spiritually fit, it's not going to bother you. It's not going to shake you. And luckily, I have felt that state, very much. In most days, I stay in that flow state where I can handle all the hate and garbage thrown at me. But once in a while, I get overwhelmed. And usually it's not by other people's stuff thrown at me externally, but it's my own negativity inside that I wake up with every single morning. Every single morning, 99.9% of the time, I do not wake up in a good mood. I do not like living on this planet. I hate it. But the way I've found joy from it is by learning to be of service to others too. I believe I've followed every single step that my higher power has called me to do, even giving up a career, a really successful career, even though it wasn't time yet. I felt like God was putting on my heart to give that up, stop being a slave to the almighty dollar and to debt, and to serve. And so that's what I did a couple years ago, 2 years ago, almost 3 years ago now. And I'm grateful I did, because every day, all I do is serve throughout the day. I eat my best for the women I sponsor and coach. I live my best for the women I sponsor and coach. As we all should. We all should be our best you so that you can give to others too. That's how our human race is going to evolve and get better. Somebody's got to stand up. So you need to do that. You need to stand up. If you haven't done that already, if you're one of those that's already doing it, good for you. But if not, this global system of lifting others up is what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to heal yourself and lift others too. That doesn't mean you're going to be perfect. I love the saying, we're not saints. It's progress rather than perfection at my noon tribe with the best vibe. I meet with my tribe every day, Monday through Friday at noon. I take weekends off for me, self-care, and with my husband if he's home. So, and something too that I shared a couple weeks ago in my tribe that's really, really been helpful to me. And I learned this lesson out of one of the hugest trials of adversity that I went through a few years ago when I was kicked out of my home and not able to be home. And I had every excuse in the world to just, file my papers and go a different way. And instead, I'm really, really grateful that because of the tribe I'm in, that my mentor really took me aside and showed me how to be true to myself and to my God up above and do what I was called to do in love. And I learned who Tina really is through that adversity. I learned how to hold on to my values and do what I'm supposed to do, no matter what I'm exposed to. Because in my eyes, I was very wronged, but I was very wronged too. I retaliated in a big way from someone that retaliated against me. So I ended up going to jail a few years ago and literally was out of my home. But instead, I stuck to my values instead of retaliating, and I connected with my Noon tribe every day, leaned on them. They were my pillars through that difficult time, and I served. I served every day from sun up to sundown in every way I could, no matter who was in front of me. What can I do for you? And I even cleaned one of my customers' homes, and I still do that to this day, even though I don't need to. I started it back then so that I could be of service. It was an attorney that I pet sit for, and I could tell he needed some help. So I cleaned his home, and I pet sit for him and others too. I have quite a few customers as a result of that, and that I didn't even advertise or mean to. It just, by being me, authentically me, and doing what I love to do, and being available to serve, I developed a customer base even during the most difficult time of my life. And I held to my vows and worked on my, just being the best, not really worked on my marriage, but worked on being the best wife at that time, whether he was around or not. And that's what got me through that time. I feel like I'm just talking all over the place. My vibe is really low because I'm not happy with some of my actions today. However, I did hit all my steps in the best way I could. Woke up early, meditate, pray, exercise, did some push-ups when I was low vibe, and I connected with my tribe. And I was faithful today and honest to the best of my ability. But I was dealing with a lot of fears and resentments and adversity today between those ears. Between those ears is the toughest place to be. If you can get a hold of your thoughts, line up your thoughts, your actions, and your energy with the outcome that you really love to have, then you'll have it. I've learned. Recently, for example, I got my dream car. I was so excited. Some people just a Camaro. To me, it's a freaking Ferrari. Just like $1 is a lot to a homeless person, but it's not to a billionaire. Well, Camaro is a lot to me, even though it's not to a millionaire. So I'm excited about that. That was a level up for me, being able to do that, and we'll see what's next. I love goal setting and setting goals, and that's what helps keep you out of depression and anxiety too, is have something to look forward to. If something excites you that you'd like to do, well, then you need to do it. So I published 2 books, got 4 college degrees, learned to ride a Harley, and now I've bought my 3rd car, and makes things exciting when you learn to really line up your actions, energy, and your thoughts with your dreams and your goals. So you can do it. If I can do it, you can too. Because I used to be a hopeless alcoholic 20 years ago. Depressed, anxious, anxiety, fear got the best of me, and I still struggle with it at times when I get selfish and in self-pity, which is a stupid place to be, but I know how to get out of it too. And by connecting to the power inside of me, and you can too. Oh, that's all I got today. I love you guys. I'll see you Wednesday.